Alrighty, good morning, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Heinhorst, and I was thinking again about your remote learning packet. And I was thinking about how there are opportunities for you to write about what you know about the Earth. And so I just kind of went online and looked for different resources that you could use if you didn't have any books on hand about the solar system and the planet Earth. And I found this really cool website right here. It's by NASA, the National Aeronautics Space Association, and they have a website, solarsystem.nasa.gov, where you can see the solar system and all the planets and moons and everything that is included in our solar system. So if you go to this website, you can zoom and you can start seeing everything out in outer space that's close to us. Remember, if you have watched my video as of yesterday, we talked about the planet that we live on, which is called Earth. It's just this giant ball in the middle of outer space that we live in. And space, if you look up at nighttime and you see all the stars and that big black sky, that is outer space. That is part of our solar system, part of that gigantic place in which we live, our place in space. So anyway, our planet Earth is not the only planet in our solar system. We actually have quite a few. We have Neptune, and if you want to click on these planets, NASA lets you do that. So Neptune looks like this. And if you wanted to read more about this, you could. And then as we zoom in closer, there's Uranus. It looks like this. You zoom in closer, you can see Saturn. And Saturn's really cool because it has rings all around it. And Jupiter. It's like this. Then Mars. I wonder what this would do if we say read more. So then if you click on over here, if you click on the read more tab, you can actually see the planet up close, which is pretty cool. So there's Mars, and then even closer comes us, the planet Earth. We zoom in even more, and you've got the planet Mercury. You zoom in even more, and you've got Venus. And in the very middle of our solar system, you have the sun. And all of these planets that we just talked about, they float, because remember there's no gravity in space, you can float, but they, what we call orbit around the sun. They make giant circles around the sun. Earth is actually the third planet from the sun. We are the third furthest away. And if you wanted to read more about the planet Earth, you could click on that little bit over there. And there's lots of different information and cool things that you can read. So the length of our year on Earth is 365 days. We are the only planet in the solar system where living things can be found, so plants, animals. We are mostly water. I'm trying to find where I... Oh, and we are also the only planet with liquid water on the surface. Now, something that I thought was really cool, you can switch to the core mode. This is what the inside of our planet looks like. Isn't that weird? Like, you would think it's just a bunch of brown dirt, right? Because if you dig into the earth with a shovel, all you see is brown dirt. But when you dig, you're only seeing this part. the crust. If you were to dig, and I mean like really dig, like not with a shovel because your shovel would like melt probably, you would then go into the mantle, and all that red stuff, not this part out here, but all the red stuff, that is what's inside the mantle. It's lava, like what's spewed from volcanoes. And if you went past the mantle, you would go to the outer core. Which earlier, there was a picture of it. And then you would go to the inner core. So I just thought that was really cool that you could see what the inside layers of the earth looks like. So picture the earth, and then you know how like if you cut a cake with a knife, you can cut out like a triangle. This is what scientists kind of did with the earth and think about what it looks like inside. So if you want to visit NASA and go take a look at all of their different resources, that would be really cool to watch as well and read about. So thank you for joining me.